Hill and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. All right, a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Mikal Bridges.
I don't think anyone expected to see his production drop off the way it has over the last few games. But I have to credit the defenses he's been facing. They've done their homework, and they're finding ways to hold him down. And now he needs to find new ways to beat them.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. We've got Mikal Bridges. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. And for Atlanta, Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Daniels in at the 3, the small forward. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Now here's Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Yeah, Okongwu has been stepping up his efforts on the offensive glass, and he's rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Here's Brunson. Towns outside, fires from deep, and he buries his first look.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so McCollum will bring it up for Atlanta. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Well, when you can build your lead with the second unit on the floor, that makes the game a heck of a lot easier.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Brunson passes to Hart. Now Towns. From 7 feet. Good D by Okongwu.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Johnson with a bucket.
Yeah, Johnson is a wing who wants to go inside. He doesn't settle too often.
Brunson against McCollum. And Brunson gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Alexander Walker. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
He was also a force as a shot blocker, racking up 3 of those.
McCollum with it. Brunson defending. Just 4 to shoot. Wing shot on the way. And it's New York with a rebound. And with their last victory, this team reached the 50-win mark on the season.
And they should be proud of what they've been able to accomplish. You can't just luck your way into 50 wins. You've got to be a good team to reach that feat.
And watching Dyson Daniels over the past year or two, he's really come into his own, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, sometimes it's just about being in the right situation, in a role that plays to your strength. That's really unlocked some things for them.
Now here's Anunoby, coming off a 31-point game against Chicago. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. Well, right away, Coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, he's going to get hot. That's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on that fire. There you have it. Sounds like Coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. The Hawks lead by 3. Outside Johnson. Back to Alexander Walker. Outside Johnson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Down low. And here's Daniels. Jacks up a 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And here's Brunson. 17 points for him last game against Chicago.
In total command of the offense. The passing was insane, especially when you consider how many points he put up.
Yep, that one's good.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage is.
Here's McCollum following the bucket by the Knicks. Outside, Alexander Walker. Inside. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Well, with that explosive leaping ability, Okongwu is someone who spaces the floor vertically.
Outside, Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. Back to Anunoby. Count it.
Yeah, Anunoby doing his work deep in the paint. He's got so many moves to beat you.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Knocked loose. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Daniels up top. He's guarded by Bridges. To the inside. Here's McCollum. And the layup is good off the glass.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Knicks trail by 3. To the right side. Here's Towns. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. We'll stand the postseason is just around the corner now. How hard is it to stay focused when you know the season is coming to an end?
Well, it's certainly hard for those teams that have locked in their spots. It's very easy to lose focus here in the home stretch. But for those still fighting for a spot, finishing well in the regular season has got to be the priority right now.
The first one falls. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
And so Towns nails them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Alexander Walker, the pass to McCollum. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Okongwu, the pass to Johnson. 4 on the clock. Doubled by Hart. Here's Daniels.
There's Towns using his length. He doesn't like anything getting over him. Another miss. He is struggling in the quarter.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And that sends Jalen Brunson to the free throw line. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
The Hawks trailing. McCollum on the left side. Over Brunson. McCollum's shot is off. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Hart can't hit. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Daniels passes to Okongwu. Count that one. Okongwu's got 6.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
The Knicks have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Here's Brunson. Oh, nice D from McCollum.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. checked in for Atlanta. Kuminga comes in for McCollum. New York also changing it up. Mitchell Robinson comes in for Towns. And it's Shamet in for Anunoby. New York trailing. Here's Shamet. 8 points in his last time out. It's stolen by Daniels. To the middle. Here's Alexander Walker. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Alexander Walker's gotten his second bucket. Okay, it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look good.
Oh, man, I hate this. And we see it all too often. Injuries, such a big part of this game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully, it's not too serious.
Alvarado's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Now Alvarado. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Bridges misses. Atlanta leading by 4. To the wing on the left. And here's Kuminga for 3. Doesn't go that time.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Alvarado with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. For 3, Bridges. Bradley grabs the board. And Atlanta shooting an excellent 56% in this quarter. Now here's Alexander Walker. Alvarado defending. Back to Kuminga. Hart pulls it in. Knicks trail by 4. Alvarado, the pass to Hart. New York again can't hit.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Outside, Alexander Walker to the paint. On the wing, Alexander Walker fires it. The Knicks pull it in. And going against Atlanta, their first meeting on the year.
And this is a matchup they expect to win. Certainly, last year they were the stronger ball club.
Now here's Alvarado. No made baskets yet. Bridges down low, covered by Johnson. And the basket by Bridges.
Yeah, nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
Daniels passes to Kuminga. Johnson against Hart. Pass to Alexander Walker. Sends it home from three-point land. Alexander Walker's got 7.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Blocked! And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And we have to take another look at that block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Making a change here. Vincent's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. McBride, he's checked in for Alvarado. Here's Robinson. No points yet. It's Hart on the wing. He's watched by Kuminga. Hart can't hit. The Hawks lead by 5. Down low. Stolen by Bridges. Here's Shamet. Good D by Daniels.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Pass to Vincent. Poke loose. McBride with it. Vincent picks him up. Fast break. Here comes New York. Hart throws it down.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And Atlanta with possession here. After the basket by New York on the other end. Inside, Bradley. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hawks.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
First free throw is good. Atlanta making some changes. Gay's checked in for Daniels, and it's Rizachet in for Alexander Walker. So he gets them both. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's McBride. He's guarded closely. For three, Bridges gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
And year after year, Bridges continues to expand his range.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Here's McBride following the score by Atlanta. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Hawks leading. Left side, Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, it's so easy for Kuminga to rise up to the rim.
McBride passes to Hart. Here's Shamet. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That one's off. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. And the second free throw is good. Here's Vincent. Robinson with a steal. Here's Shamet. He's watched by Kuminga. Pass to Bridges. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Now here's Rizachet. He's guarded by Bridges. To the inside. Outside Kuminga. Now here's Rizachet. Let's go with a 3. Can't get it to drop. It's stolen by Okongwu. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big time finish to the quarter.
Onyeka Okongwu, he's been the guy making things happen for Atlanta. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Knicks trail by 5. Let's check in with Allie LaForce for an injury update on Jalen Brunson.
Hey guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Knicks. Apparently that knee was twisted pretty severely. No torn ligaments, but still significant pain and swelling. A return tonight is no longer in the cards. The question now is this a multi-game injury? Something that's yet to be determined. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you.
Yeah, so much changes around the league year to year, but the danger and impact of injury remains largely the same. It's not enough to be good. You gotta be lucky, too.
Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. C.J. McCollum is out there with Risachet. And it's Kuminga in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
That one's no good.
You gotta like Anunoby's development so far. Not just a stellar defender, but also very versatile offensively. OG's become an impactful two-way wing.
Now here's Kuminga. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Brooklyn. Clarkson outside. Knocks it down from distance.
And Clarkson can drain them with ease from that range. No problem for him on that 3.
Outside Kuminga. Back to McCollum. Outside Risachet. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Now here's McCollum. McBride covers. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's got 6.
Well, that's the thing about McCollum. He can absorb the contact and still complete the play.
It's Shamet on the wing from deep. And again, New York with the triple.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Out to Kuminga. Pass to Okongwu. McCollum outside. 5 to shoot. Fade away. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
And beasting on the glass. Kuminga creating second chance opportunities.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's McBride. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
Yeah, and that one came down to their rebounding. There was a big gap between the two teams there.
Yeah, their guys really got after it on the glass. Sometimes that's the difference maker between a win and a loss.
Atlanta making some changes. Dyson Daniels comes in for Kuminga, and it's Alexander Walker in for Risache. And a switch here also for New York. Bridges is checked in. Towns a screen on McCollum. Pass to Bridges. Clock at 6. Towns down low. Okongwu on him. Towns gets the bucket.
Yeah, nice steady play from Towns against the clock. He wasn't rushing himself to get a shot off.
McCollum looking it over. Out to the right wing. Pass to Alexander Walker. Clarkson on the double team. And there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's his first foul of the game. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks. There's no question about the skill level of C.J. McCollum. A long-time NBA star, Stan.
Well, look, at this point, it's just muscle memory for him. From so many spots on the floor, B.A., one of the things that impresses me the most is how he scores against good defense.
Now here's Towns. He has 7. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
He's the #1 pick in the 2015 NBA draft. Towns continues to prove why he's a top big man in this league.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Well, when your big can contribute from the line like Towns, you gotta like your chances.
And so Towns nails them both.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Outside Johnson. Pass to McCollum. Lays it up and banks it in. McCollum's got 8.
And McCollum very smooth with the handle, creating the separation he needs.
Clarkson outside. Here's Towns, guarded by Okongwu. Fades away. Easy work inside for Towns.
Wow, look at the soft touch from Towns. Great execution there from the mid-range.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Back to McCollum. The 3-ball. And it's New York with a rebound. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound in this one. Towns for 3. Alexander Walker grabs the board. The Hawks have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. McCollum with a screen on Clarkson. Alexander Walker, the pass to Okongwu. That one's good for 2. 11 points in the game.
The preferred scoring area for Okongwu. He can get it done inside with his size and length.
Clarkson outside. Crafty move. Atlanta with a rebound.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Daniels misses.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Now here's McBride. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Johnson passes to Daniels. Back to Johnson. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Pass to Towns. Okongwu with the rebound. The Hawks have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Bridges outside. Towns down low. Guarded by Okongwu. Towns too big inside.
A strong start. And if anything, he's gotten better in the second quarter.
McCollum outside. Pass to Johnson. Here's Okongwu on the wing. Alexander Walker. Anunoby with a double team. 4 on the clock. And here's Daniels. 3-pointer. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Bridges passes to McBride. Back to Bridges. Pass to Anunoby. Now here's Clarkson. Here's Towns. True on the 14-footer. Towns has got 15 points.
Well, Towns is sort of a rhythm scorer. He's been in a groove tonight, and his team recognizes that. They keep calling his number.
Now here's Johnson. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
Look, he kept finding ways to get to the free throw line. He knew the other team couldn't stop him, so he just continued to punish them at the line.
Outside McBride. Anunoby against Johnson. It's stolen by Johnson. McCollum outside from behind the arc. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Clarkson for 3, and the 3-pointer goes. Clarkson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
And it's Jordan Clarkson with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Gay's checked in for Atlanta. Vincent comes in for C.J. McCollum. Hart's checked in for New York. McBride on the double team. Here's Daniels. It's rebounded by McBride. The Knicks with the lead. Towns on a screen. McBride passes to Towns, and it's New York scoring again.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Pass to Gay. Back to Daniels. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, he's pressing right now, which can happen when you're trying to cut into a lead.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Pass to Johnson. Outside, Alexander Walker. Johnson a screen on Bridges. And there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That'll be a second foul of the game.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
And Atlanta making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Shamet comes in for Mikal Bridges. Here's Gay. Still without a bucket. Vincent outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Daniels. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Here's McBride. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Daniels misses. New York leading by 5. Now here's McBride. Pass to Anunoby. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Anunoby having to deal with bodies draped on him, not giving in.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
You also got to give them credit for how hard they're going inside. I mean, looking to capitalize whenever they can on the interior.
Risache, he's checked in for Daniels. Both free throws good from Anunoby. And the Hawks with possession here. 7-point differential. Now here's Vincent. McBride covers. Back to Vincent. Five on the clock. Pass to Alexander Walker. Misses, and the dry spell continues. New York leading by 7. Hard with it. 6 points for him. McBride passes to Robinson. Here's Anunoby. Falls back and drains a fadeaway J. Anunoby's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And now let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league since the All-Star break. In the third spot, Atlanta.
Since the All-Star break, this squad has been on fire on offense, looking like a well-oiled machine and taking and making high percentage shots.
.144 left in the second. To halt the run. And it's good on the layup.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Knicks leading by 7. Pass to Shamet. Anunoby on the wing. Risache covering. he jams it home with authority.
Anunoby's nose for the offensive board gives him that edge. I mean, he wants that extra bucket.
And the Hawks shooting a nice 50% for the game. Back to Rizachet. On the wing, Alexander Walker. 9 points in the game. Knocked away. Here's Gay. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Now here's McBride. He's covered by Vincent. Outside McBride. Pass to Hart. And Anunoby for 3. Here's Robinson. Gay with a rebound. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Clarkson's checked in for New York. Hawks trail by 6. Vincent with the ball. And McBride picks him up defensively. Pass to Gay. Vincent outside. Outside, Alexander Walker. The 3 from Rizachet. Nails it from 3.
So good off the catch. The defense has to guard Rizachet better than this.
And here's Clarkson. He's got 6. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Karl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Karl.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the New York Knicks.
Their approach has been pretty straightforward. Attack, draw fouls, and you can see their enthusiasm. They're pumped up there, Ernie.
Yeah, playing with a high level of activity here. Let's see if they can maintain that, though. And now, here's the player of the week from both the East and West. For the Eastern Conference, Jaylen Brown.
You guys remember downtown Freddie Brown?
Yep.
Well, this is uptown Jaylen Brown. Amazing on the court, especially lately. Also off the court, he's great for the city.
And Players Association. Smart dude.
Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.